is that the language we use was designed hundreds of years ago. And that's why it's so difficult to talk to people, because we say things automatically. We don't think when we speak. I'll give you an example. Sometimes a person might say, have a nice weekend. Why don't they say, have a nice life? Life is the weekend. The world we live in is a phony world. It's based on artificiality and lies. What the Democrats say about the Republicans are not true. What the Republicans say about the Democrats are not true. Politicians say things people want to hear. There was a time when most people believed the earth was flat. And politicians would say, folks, it's a little round and a little flat. And you get along with people. But scientists don't do that. If everybody believes the earth is flat, they say you're wrong, it's round. And they show the reasons for it. It is not their business to get along with people or win public approval. So the truth, as they always say, hurts. And I'm trying to tell you a little bit about the history of human beings. They tell you that plants grow when you go to school. Actually, they can't grow unless there's sunlight, warmth, nutrition, soil, and many other conditions. The plant itself cannot grow. Neither can a human being. They consume food, meat, vegetables, and you're made of all the stuff that you eat. And of course you consume life to perpetuate life. And when you really eat a frog or a turkey or a chicken, it's converted to human tissue. Now people use terms like decency, ethics, because they can't conceive of where all this came from. And years ago, people sat around trying to figure out where all this came from. So they figured there must be a guy up there. Notice the guy. He's sitting on a throne, and he makes a man and a woman. Out of clay, I guess. And then he turns them loose in a lovely garden. And then he makes a snake that walks upright. In the old days, the snake used to walk upright. And the snake tempted them to eat of the fruit of knowledge. Of course, man wants to know things, so they ate of the fruit of knowledge. But this was Eve, where the word evil came from. That's why women are treated as second-rate people. They don't get the same salary men get, nor do they get the same privileges, although that's changing slowly. When you consider God, who loves everybody and knows everything, I once said to a minister, why did Jesus insult God? He said, I don't remember him insulting God. Just before they crucified him, he looked up and he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. As though God was, gee, thanks, I didn't know that. We make God as dumb as we are. None of the churches in existence today have carried out any real religious teachings. It says in the Bible, thou shalt not kill. It doesn't say Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's okay. It says in the Bible, love your enemy. If a man strikes you, turn the other cheek. Has that been ever demonstrated? I've never been a Christian. Larry King once said to me, what do you think of Christianity? I said, it's a wonderful idea. When are they putting it into practice? I've never met a Christian, really. A person that's all forgiving, all loving, won't go to war, won't kill, and won't judge anybody. It says in the Bible, judge not, lest you be judged. And all of you do jury duty, constantly judging people. You don't know what made him that way. You have no business judging anybody. The Bible is loaded with fantastic stories, too. God got so angry with the world, he didn't like what he made. Got so angry that he said, Noah, build yourself an ark. He did 2 kinds of every animal. Of course, it doesn't tell how he got the animals, where he got the polar bear from, or the giraffe. But if he did succeed in getting 2 kinds of every animal, the boat would be a mile long. Who cleans the shit out of that boat? The stories are so fantastic and artificial. Moses raised a staff and he parted the Red Sea so that the Jews could walk across. God could have put him on the other side without parting the Red Sea. He knows everything. If he knows everything, you don't have to tell him anything. You don't have to tell him your Aunt Minnie is sick, she's got a tumor, she's suffering. He says, gee, thanks for telling me that. I didn't know that. Don't you see what man does? Even in his churches, he paints pictures of angels with wings. In heaven you don't need wings to fly around, nowhere up there. Wings are earthly things, and that's where man gets the idea. Of course, then God creates Satan. What's his job? He's called a tempter. He's a screw around the best friend's fire. The tempter is the guy that tries to get you to do things that are against the teachings of God. Who made Satan? God. But he loves you. If you don't follow the teachings in the Bible, you burn eternally. Not for a week, not for 3 years, but forever. Well, does that sound like an all-merciful God, or does it sound like a psychopath? And there's still people today who believe that stuff. I believe that people ought to share the earth and learn to live together in peace and harmony. That's the job that has to be done. It's not going to be done by the church. They've been around for years. And even if the Pope comes to America, he said, God bless this country. When he goes to China, he points the wrong way. Down, God bless China. When he goes to Brazil, he points sideways. So we should think the earth was flat. The Pope has to come through again. Doesn't even know the truth. Now there are people who call themselves nature lovers. They come over this, I'm a nature lover. I'm sure there's some here. That doesn't mean you love earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, disease. All that's natural. No one can be a nature lover. There's some aspects of nature that are good, some are terrible. The bubonic plague killed half the Earth's population. So people went to their ministers and said, Lord, and the minister said, the children shall suffer for the sins of the parents. But then scientists were asked, why are people dying? They said, I don't know. That's the most difficult thing to learn to say. I don't know. And so they went on a hunt. They worked real hard. And they found out that there were fleas that lived on rats that created the plague. They killed the rats and got rid of the plague. The book is Rats, Rats, and History. It's really interesting. The church has never increased the agricultural yield. They never made all the bills they can't hit. They never gave us the electric light. They're there. Everything's going to work out all right. They really don't know anything, similar to politicians. I hope there's some here that have learned something. Politicians know absolutely nothing. If you ask a politician, how do you stop war? They don't know. How do you increase food production to feed the hungry? I don't know. They don't know anything. Try it sometime. Don't take my word for anything. Ask a politician, how do you stop automobiles from hitting each other? They don't know. Well, what the hell are they doing then? They should be at the forefront of technology. When you fly in a modern airliner today, you don't have to light the pilot and say you've been flying at an angle for a half hour, straighten up. He knows the business. The navigator knows how to get you to Hawaii or any place you go.